Beginning in school year 23-24, Urbandale Community School District adopted aReading and aMath as our state-required universal screener to be administered 3 times per year, in the fall, winter, and spring. Prior to this year, Urbandale Community Schools was using MAP growth assessments, or measures of academic progress, for grades 3 through 11 to assess students in reading, language usage, and math. As part of our continual improvement process, a group of preschool through 12th grade teachers and administrators all came together last spring and solicited feedback from all staff with the goal of reviewing our assessment processes. It was determined that shifting to a focus on screeners was a way to improve our balanced, comprehensive, and equitable assessment system. A screener is a type of assessment that helps teachers identify students who are not meeting grade-level learning goals. Screening assessments check for warning signs to see if students might be at risk for learning difficulties in the areas of math and reading. The screeners Urbandale Community Schools has selected, aReading and aMath, are also aligned to core standards and are adaptive achievement tests for mathematics and reading that are taken on a computer. The results are immediate and can be viewed by our staff upon completion of the assessment, making our response more timely. These assessment results provide educators with the information they need to improve teaching and learning and make student-focused, data-driven decisions necessary to meet the needs of all students. Educators use the growth and achievement data from these assessments to develop targeted instructional strategies and plans for school improvement, whether the student needs supplemental instruction or intervention, or whether they need more of a challenge through extensions. The growth guideline chart shows the national scores for grades 6 through 12 in aReading and aMath in a typical school district. You may use these charts to help determine if your student is performing at, above, or below grade level compared to students across the nation. It is important to understand that aReading and aMath assessments are only one assessment at one point in time. They do not measure intelligence or a student's capacity for learning. When making important decisions about students, school staff will consider aReading and aMath test results along with other data, such as classroom performance, other test scores, and input from parents and teachers. Your students' scores for aReading and aMath will appear on their progress report. To interpret their results, find your student's composite score for aReading or aMath. Then compare their composite score to the goal or benchmark score listed on the progress report. In this example, the 9th grade goal for the fall screening window is 538 on aReading. This means that any score at or above 538 on the screener is above grade level proficiency. This student with a composite score over 540 on aReading for the fall screening window is meeting grade level expectations. Our decision to switch to aReading and aMath as our universal screeners allows our teachers to respond quickly to the needs of our students and supports our district's move to a more balanced, comprehensive, and more equitable assessment system.